AJ, over here, AJ. I know you like your intros, but we're over here. 2012 F-150 lifted pickup. Now I'm gonna start off, because we start off at the front, and it looks like these headlights have cataracts. Big pet peeve of mine. Pet peeve of mine is headlights. This one's not so bad. This one, not so good. And a lot of times one will fade before the other. It doesn't make any sense, but at the same time, I've told you guys before, if the background, you can't even see it on that one, if this little piece breaks off and falls down, the headlight doesn't work properly and it won't pass inspection. So this headlight, that could have broke. Maybe they smacked a deer, who knows? Maybe they hit a rock. Chances are this headlight's been replaced, that one hadn't. We don't know. We're not a headlight investigator, but we're going to replace these headlights. That's basically the only thing I haven't done other than service and inspection. It's going for service and inspection now. Very rare we can bring you guys content on a truck under 20,000, only $5 under 20. It's $19,995. That is actually a nice, decent, lifted, without 400 million miles truck. 2012 Ford F-150, locally owned, 130,000 miles. 5-liter motor, so it does not have the time bomb previous motors I won't mention. I don't want Ford to sue me, but we all know Ford does not have the greatest motors in some of the years. They brought back the 5.0. It's a great motor. I'll tell you how good it is. My Ford technician that works for me, that worked for Ford for 40 years, had the opportunity to probably buy 15 trucks between me and the Ford dealer, and he waited for a 5.0 exclusively. I think he bought a 12 actually. So this is 12 years ago. I remember him searching high and low. He knew what motor not to get. He knew what motor he wanted to get. But 2012, produced in 03, 2012. There's the VIN number if you guys want to do the research. 130,000 miles, pretty clean truck. It's an XLT package, cloth, but fully loaded. Interior, seats, everything are good. Bright red, small lift kit, brand new wheels, 33-inch tires, mud terrains, and look guys, the key, the infamous key that no dealer ever gives you or no tire and wheel shop typically gives you is in the truck. You will not change these wheels or steal these wheels without it. It's in the truck. If you buy this truck and you call me in a month that you didn't get your key, you lost it. It was in the truck. It will be in the console. Really cool upgraded stereo system. Don't know if AJ can catch that. Sometimes the LED screens don't light up, but that thing is fitted as big as it can go in there. Nice screen, big display. I'm sure it's got Apple CarPlay and all kinds of stuff. I have no clue how to work it all, but it's nice. Vent visors, windows are not tinted, 5-liter motor, pop the hood. A couple small little dings in the truck, but that is all that I can pick on. It'll go through service and inspection very smooth, I believe. I've driven the truck probably 50 or 60 miles, much more than I usually get a chance to. Engine compartment's clean. They're gonna do oil change. They're gonna do state inspection, checking all the suspension, all the other items. Replacing the headlights, make sure to grab those because they're getting ready to take it. So as soon as we finish this video, put them in the truck, please. Check the alignment, check the suspension, check the lift kit related stuff, and make sure everything's good to go. But the truck's pretty fresh. One little nick here, which I know my detail guy ordered the touch up, so that should be being touched up. A couple other little rock nicks he needs to touch up. That's really it. So an under $20,000 truck that's ready to go, that doesn't have a ton of miles. It's very well equipped for an XLT. Bedliner, Ford factory bedliner, rear tow hitch. So ready to tow. The 5.0 is a great motor. It will pull very well. Ready to haul. Undercarriage is clean. And again, local Virginia history. And I'll show you one more time, scan through that interior. But she is clean. Very nice truck. Don't expect it to last. Wish we had more that we could offer you guys in this price range, but it's near impossible. If you want to buy a square body, they're twice as expensive. But if you want something that's fuel injected, up to date, AC's ice cold, heat works, cool mornings, hot days, I've tried both. Power seat works, everything operates like it's supposed to. Again, I haven't figured out the stereo completely, but it's got a lot of features. But a good running driving truck, as soon as it's serviced and inspected, is officially ready, which will be within the next couple hours. One of the most affordable pickup trucks on the lot in that price point. While we're talking about a couple pickups and we're on this side of the road, this Duramax, I just had one of our customers slash friend of the family take it to an event because they need a Duramax to display something on. I don't know, I didn't ask questions, but it got a lot of publicity. It just made a 300-mile trip with no problems. 6.6 Duramax, Allison transmission, Davis off-road, did the lift kit, no expense spared there. BDS shocks, which are like Fox shocks, BDS lift kit, anything and everything the truck needed was done. This was a one-owner truck, 3 miles down the road. Customer bought it brand new, owns a company, replaces his trucks quite often, but also always keeps a little bit older truck. Hunts, fishes, does what he wants to do, so he doesn't want to bang up his 2024 model. This was his previous truck. Right after doing all this stuff on it, he upgraded his personal truck and decided just to keep the one he had before that. So this truck became available. I don't think it has maybe 3,000 miles since everything was done. 35s, 20s. He even replaced, again, headlights, big pet peeve of ours, big pet peeve of customers. Brand new replacement headlights because they were goofy looking. Everything's been serviced, everything's been gone over. All the suspension was checked. Just in case you guys don't know or haven't been a customer of ours, even if you bring a truck in to lift at the shop with Daniel and Brian at the off-road shop, and Johnny, also one of the installers, if they see a tie rod, if they see a ball joint, you're getting a phone call, and you're foolish to not replace it. So again, most of the time it's no extra labor, it's just parts, but we're not gonna put a lift kit on and give you a wore out ball joint or a wore out tie rod. One, just bad business. Two, it's not safe. But three, it affects the alignment, it affects everything. We want you to come back for a tire rotation or whatever, and the tires to be perfectly smooth. Another big failure through a lot of off-road shops is the final touch of the alignment. And if that's not done perfected, we've had trucks come in here that were lifted elsewhere, and I'm not knocking any other shops. It could be the alignment shop that did a poor job. But some of these guys are riding on, say, 40s and 28s. You're talking $10,000 worth of tires and wheels. We have seen customers ride in with only a few thousand miles, and the inside of the tires are bald as a baby's butt. They've wiped out whatever, $3,000 or $4,000 worth of tires over a $100 alignment that wasn't done properly. So, lifted truck guys, we preach it when we sell one. I know Daniel and Brian preach it when they get a customer one. Retorquing this suspension and front end alignments yearly at least. Most people don't do it, but if you can't spend $100 on an alignment and whatever a retorque costs, maybe $100 also, to check your truck over for not only safety but also for alignment factor and proper lift kit etiquette. You know, you shouldn't be driving a lifted truck, obviously, but it will save wear and tear. It will catch things ahead of time. Nothing worse than a customer coming in and saying, hey, I've had this clicking noise for a couple months. Now it's a grinding noise. And what would have been a wheel bearing is now a wheel bearing, a caliper, a rotor, a bracket, sometimes a whole axle assembly. It can, $200 or $300 thing could turn into $3,000 or $4,000 thing. So again, lifted world stuff. If you're not into lifted trucks, don't worry about that. But just a little food for thought. Make sure to check your stuff. Doesn't matter if you bring it to us, we're super busy. We may not have time to fit it in. Make sure you're taking it somewhere for an alignment. Call it a retorque, a retightening, whatever you want to call it, of your lift kit. You've altered the suspension. You have moving parts. They will loosen up. You do need to make sure that they're installed and tightened up properly. The smaller the lift kit, the less worries, but still an annual check over is well worth the expense for form, fitment, and safety and function. Jeep, 2 Jeeps, 3 Jeeps, 4 Jeeps in now. I just had a customer call and say, wow, y'all a Jeep dealer all of a sudden? No, but we do have 4 or 5 Jeeps. Actually 6 Jeeps. So unusual, but they're great sellers. Newer, older, even a beautiful green two-door, old school 2000-ish model that came in, but this one's a beauty as well. We'll bring you a separate video on this one shortly. Of course, the 392, you've seen that in the past. Lots of inventory, guys. Stay in touch. Appreciate it.